Over the last few weeks, we've made a lot of changes to what it means to come together as a community around Shabbat. But my favorite is when the stars are starting to show up in the sky on Saturday night, and we all turn on our computers and we make Havdalah together. I think it's my favorite because it doesn't feel like an adaptation. It feels like an upgrade. Some of us have always made Havdalah in our homes with our families and friends. Others are new to this experience. I also like it because you don't need a lot of stuff to do it. But you do need a few things, and one of those things is Besamim. Besamim means spices. And we bring them to our Havdalah ceremony because they give us one last scent of Shabbat, one last whiff of Eden, one last extraordinary moment before we head back into the ordinary of every day, even if our everyday is a little less ordinary than it used to be. The good news about Besamim is that you do not need to go to the store to create it. You have everything you need at home. Basically, we're going to break it down to two parts, the spices and the thing you put them in. So let's start with the spices. There is no right spice to create Besamim, but there are a few things a lot of people do use when they think about it. Before you head to your cabinet, though, I want you to think about, what does Shabbat smell like? What makes you think about something special? Do you want to create one blend as a family? Do you each want to create your own scent and share it with one another as you say farewell to Shabbat? So start there. What does Shabbat smell like to me? And then we're going to go find it. There are a few things that feel familiar when you think about Besamim. Cinnamon in stick or ground form. Cloves are also a frequent part of the recipe. Mace and nutmeg, fun fact from my husband, come from the same tree. Pumpkin pie spice, you bought it, you used 1 teaspoon of it, now you can go ahead and use some more. In the days of the temple, they used incense. The smell lingered a little bit longer. And we're told that some of the things in those incense blends were not so pleasing to the nose on their own. But when brought together, they created something unique and special. So think about that idea of adding something to the blend that's unique and special, and maybe represents you in a different way. Something like cardamom, or fennel, or even peppercorns. All right, you've picked your spices. You've created your blend. Now you need to put them somewhere. If you've got a Besamim box, great. Ours used to have a lid. Not sure where it went. But if you don't worry. Anything will work. A small box. This one even seems uniquely suited for this purpose. A jar emptied out clean and decorated. A fancy bag. Or a bag you make fancy. Or come completely out of the container concept. A citrus with a thick peel and cloves studded into it. Use a sharp knife to make the holes. That's a little advice from our house to yours. Any of these can hold your Besamim and allow you to enjoy that scent. Once you've got your Besamim and you've put it into its container, you're going to add it to the rest of what you need for Havdalah. A cup to hold your wine or grape juice, and your Havdalah candle, a braided candle. Don't have one? Or has yours had a lot of Shabbats and it's about half the size of this one? Don't worry, Olam Tikva has you covered. You're going to get an email about how you can come by the building and pick up a candle for your family. I hope that all of you have wonderful Shabbat and that we see even more of you around the computer when we come together to make Havdalah.